Hey guys, thank you so much for joining in. Guys, in this particular video of WordPress series, we will understand install WordPress on your hosting using cPanel manually. So how to do that process, that is the agenda for this video. So watch the video till the end, follow all the steps, and I have divided the entire video into 3 simple steps. That is number 1, to download the WordPress files. Number 2, to configure the WordPress and database on your cPanel. And number 3, that is to install and make the website live using WordPress installation. So moving to step number 1, right now you can see on my screen I have one domain, that is rapidlearning.site, and it is right now blank. There is nothing installed and it has a cPanel hosting. So in order to log in into your cPanel, what you need to do is just copy the website URL. You can paste inside another tab and write /cPanel. Most of the cPanel providers will, you have this link in order to access the cPanel, and you will see this kind of a screen where it is asking for username and password. In order to find the username and password, you can contact your hosting provider if you are not aware, and if you have, just log in with your credentials. So I have logged in into my cPanel account using my credential, and this is a cPanel default interface. There are multiple themes, but in most of the cases you will see this interface. Now, in order to install WordPress, first we need to download WordPress files from wordpress.org. So for that, we will go to google.com and simply write WordPress download. As soon as you write the first or you can say the second link, download wordpress.org. If you click on this link, and here you will find the latest version of WordPress. So in my case, 6.5.2, it is the latest version. So I'll go with that. Click on this blue button. So the downloading process is completed, and you can see right now I have a zip file downloaded in my computer. So I will go to cPanel again, and in order to upload this file or zip folder, what will I do? I'll scroll down and I will search for File Manager. You can also search here File Manager, and you can directly click here. So click on File Manager. If you want to install on your main domain, then you will need to go to public_html. So here you will see a folder called public_html. When you will click public_html, you will find this kind of a screen. By default, it is blank if you are using it for the very first time. If you see any, 1 or 2 files, you can delete them. So right now there is only one folder which we will keep as it is, not a problem. In order to upload WordPress zip file, we will click on this upload button, and then from select files, we will choose the zip folder. So here we have selected the WordPress downloaded zip folder, and as you can see that it is now uploading. So we will wait till the time this process is 100% completed. Once the uploading process is completed, that is 100%, our first step is done to upload the files. Now come to second step, that is to configure this WordPress folder and to create a database. So for that, we will click on go back to the main folder. Here you can say it is zip, but we need to extract it. So right click on this and click on extract. Click on extract files, and once the extraction process is done, you will see there is a new folder created, which is WordPress. But as we wanted to install WordPress on my main website, that is this one, right? So anyone who is visiting my website should see the WordPress. So for that, we need to move all these WordPress files to the public_html, that is root folder. So we'll select all, click on move to, that is move, and then we will just remove this folder name. We will remove the folder name and keep only public_html and click on move files. So hence we have moved all the WordPress files in our main directory. So that is one part of the second step. Now, in order to connect this, or in order to make the WordPress live, we need a database, and since we are doing it manually, so we have to create a database also. For that, we will come back to our cPanel homepage, or you can say cPanel account, and now from here you need to search for MySQL databases. So click on this MySQL databases option, and here you need to create a database. So you can give any name as per your reference, but don't give a easy to guess name. So I will just give a name which is something like this. So it is not easy to guess. Please make sure that there is no space, there is no other special character. You can keep it only the alphabetical, right? So this is my database name. Now click on create database. Once the database is created, click on go back again. Now in order to manage this database, we need to create a user. So we'll scroll down, we will add the user here. So again, user can be name of anything, right? And we need to create a password. You can generate or you can give any password. Please make sure that it should be a strong password. Once the password is given, then you need to click on create user. So user is created. and the database is created. Please make sure that whatever password you are giving to the user, you should either remember it or copy or paste it, because we will require that password in the coming step. Once the user is created, click on go back. Now the database is created, user is created. Now we need to map both of these so that they can work properly. So from this drop down, you can use the user, and from this drop down you can select the database. Once both the things are mapped, click on add. So now we are mapping the user with the database. So we need to provide all the privileges for all the process. Now make changes, click on make changes. And once it is done, we have successfully created the database, user, and map with all the permissions. Now click on go back. And now in order to connect this database to our WordPress, we will come back to file manager. And from here, there is a file called wp-config.php, wp-config.php or wp-config-sample.php. Click on this file, right click and click on edit. You can say disable encoding check, not a problem. And from here, you need to provide the database name. So by default, it says database underscore name underscore here. You can remove. Don't remove the inverted commas. You can keep that as it is. From here, we will copy the database name, come back here and paste it. Same with the username. So the user that we created, we will copy the name of the user. That is this. We'll copy the name, come back here, paste it, and the password that we provided. So once you enter all these details, just click on this save changes button. And once the save changes are done, your step number 2 is also done. That is to configure the files and database. Now step number 3, to install the WordPress and to initiate the process, what we need to do, we need to come onto our website and refresh the website once. If you have done everything well, then you will see this kind of a screen, which is WordPress installation screen. Here by default, the language is United English US. Then you can keep it. If you want to change your language, you can select that. We'll click on continue. Now it says before the once installation is started, you should have these details. So we have already these details, not a problem. Click on let's go. Database name, we have already database name with us. So from here, we will copy the database name. Make sure you copy and paste both things properly. There should not be any error. Now database username, that is my user. I'll click on this name, copy this, come back to the username. Password, I need to enter the password of the database user. Then database host, you can keep localhost as it is. And if you don't do any specific table prefix for database, you can leave as it is. Now click on submit. If you have done everything right, then you will see this kind of screen that is called run the installation. That is, click on this process. And if you have made any mistake like connecting the database or entering wrong details, wrong password, then it will show you the error. But if everything is placed, it will show you this welcome screen. Here we need to add site title. We'll say demo title. Username, in order to log into our WordPress dashboard. So we will say demo admin, right? Don't keep this kind of username, but for now we are putting like this. Now we, let's say, change the password as well as per our choice. Make sure it should be a strong password, right? It should not be poor. If it is a poor, then it will say confirm weak password, right? At least it should be medium or it should be strong password. So now, right now it is strong. Your email, please enter a valid email address, because in case your password is lost or you want to reset something or you want to receive all the update notification on your email ID, you should add a. So here we are entering the email ID, which we can access anytime. And don't check mark this option, that is discourage search engine. It means you don't want search engines to showcase your website. Of course, you don't want that. So please don't check mark and then click on install WordPress. Once the process is done, it will show you the success message. Now click on login in order to log in into the WordPress dashboard. Now here we will enter the password that we created, and now we'll click on login. Once the successful login is completed, you can see that you are in your WordPress dashboard. And if you want to visit your website, you can visit from here. And it means your WordPress is successfully installed on your website or on your domain.